Okay, so the next is sum of x. Be careful, you can't just add up this x column because there's 2 5s and there's 5 4s and so on. So working off of this polygon, in case you didn't want to take the time to go back to the frequency distribution table, what we want to do is we want to take the sum of x times the frequency, and that allows us to account for the fact that there's more than 1 5, there's more than 1 4, and so on. So I like to be linear and go from left to right, just like we read, at least in English. So we're going to take our x of 1 and multiply it by 1. You might go, Dr. Katie, do I really have to show 1 times 1? Can't I just write 1? Well, you could, but it's better to be in the habit of writing it all out, just in case you make a mistake. If you make a mistake and you show me what mistake you made, then you're more likely to get part marks for what you did. So we've got 2, and that happens 3 times. We've got 3. 3 happens. I'll read it across. We got 6. 4, which happens 5 times. And we've got 5. That happens 2 times. So we've got 1 plus 6 plus 18 plus 20 plus 10. And if I do 1 plus 6 plus 18 plus 20 plus 10, that's 55. And you don't see this, you didn't hear this, because my first take on this question, my alarm went off and I had to re-record it. And I have a calculator that shows me what I calculated, and I was about to just, shortcut and pretend that I was putting in the numbers when I noticed that I had put something in wrong. And I'll show you. So you can see here that I had put 1 plus 6 plus 18 plus 20 plus 2, and instead I should have put a 10, right? And so my alarm saving grace saved me from having a mistake in the videos, but this actually provides a great teaching moment where I've been telling you, write out your work and show your work so that your professor can see, what sort of a mistake you made. And I had it all written out right, but I had a different answer here because I did something different in my calculator. I had a calculator error. And if this were to come up on an exam for one of my students, they wouldn't get perfect if they had the wrong answer, but they would get, probably 80 or 90% on the question, because it's right up, and it would have, if they showed all of this work, it was right up to here, and then they just did something different, something funky. But if they just wrote the answer wrong, they would get 0. Also because I require that they show their work. At least in my class, you have to show your work. But also, if students had only shown, say, this, and not this bottom line, you need to show me some of your work. You at least have to show me what formula you're using. And the more work you show, the better it is, especially if you make a mistake, because then I can go in and sleuth and try and figure out what went wrong and where you went wrong, what happened. Then I can give you feedback on it. I can help you avoid it for future questions. If you're doing, practice problems and you're like, Dr. Katie, I'm not getting the same answer. If you show more work, I can figure it out and help you more easily.